A letter to a coronation without you. On the 21st of June 1982, a baby boy was born into the world. Like many others that day, taking in his first breath and drawing it back in. And now future king with a line of succession behind and placed before him. William has waited all his life for this moment, something he didn't ask for, something he's had no choice in. He has had to make sacrifices for it, to be the sensible one and to sit back and watch on at his rebellious younger one. To know that in being born first, he had no choice but to pass this fear and worry, whilst also a privilege and honour to his firstborn. A position of high responsibility, one of needed longevity, which at times will bring in much negativity. With that crown passed on and placed on his head as he grieves his dad now left, the only one who will know the weight carried in his heart and now placed on his head. And of course the streets will be lined and many closed as a nation comes together to sing God Save the King for him. With red, white and blue as a backdrop to the new shoes he shall now walk in, as he remembers his gran and how she carried this heavy weight so well. As no doubt he shall look across that abbey upon his wife, George, Charlotte and Louis, family. The ones who will keep him in check, who will distract his mind away, who have been by his side every step of the way. The real meaning to life, for without them could even be half the man we see and feel in him. A proud in how they watch him, whilst also in his mind he may possibly carry great fear that the next time this happens, to which the people will sing, and George takes this weight, he will be grieving him. William's reality that he has simply just been born into. So am I surprised that he says no to Harry, the rebellious one who took it way beyond any actions of a loved one? The sadness and dark in his heart, in how this combination of feelings of not having his mom, but also this link between them, in how he had done all he can to damage this moment and cause him and the future generations harm. A broken down brotherhood shared with us as Harry drove his privacy bus, as he sang a different hymn to God Save the King, and more along the lines of attack him, whilst leading what seems to be an army of the anti-monarchy, whilst he wanted to pursue a career of fame for his wife and him, to break the values and traditions of family, to betray and cause division far and wide, whilst his wife performs with those wide eyes and smile to patronise, to use and abuse these titles whilst carrying them so entitled, to contradict their own words with actions that again sing another verse. This archaic institution, they say, a new mould of modern we shall bring, as we question them as they speak on, but sir and ma'am to greet us. So when William's crown gets placed on top, with no trust or sadly love placed to these ones, only hurt and the fret that he's watched and felt, he would understand that the people would know and understand that Harry being in situ would only be a theatrical virtue. It would also say to the ones who become gaslit and abused in the real world, that now look up to him, our king, that it's down to you, that it's okay to accept when they did that to you. It's down to you to fix and reach out that branch, for these new shoes he will gain become a great responsibility over his name, like the day he drew in his first breath. So a brother who wants to moan about the pressure of being a spare needs to look around him and see who is beside him, for she's taken it all, and he has now been the ultimate fool. I write this in sadness, for nobody wanted to witness this madness. Two brothers left broken, a mom no doubt looking down, one stepping up and one falling down, and all because of a jealousy set in over this honour and privilege of being born into the crown. So these are my words shared at simply seeing a headline today, which may not be true, but as a human being I can imagine it too. A brother not being able to trust his other, to not be able to embrace him on his coronation day, for loyalty has been broken, family values have been smashed up in front of our eyes as they cashed in, as they wanted to bring a demise to the monarchy and his family.